To succeed, you gotta do your best. But to win, you gotta be the best. Go, give me the goal. I want the goal. The goal is to be in first place on my kids. Yeah, all I know is the. What up? It's me, Prez, back at you with another Real Ninjas React. So, everybody been talking about this Katt Williams interview. It's about a little over a week old. And, of course, I want to talk about it too. But what angle can I hit that no one's else hitting? There isn't one. But Aries Spears has given a reaction to the interview Katt Williams did with Shannon Sharpe. Now, I watched like the first 2 minutes of this, and I said, I know I gotta react to this. And he said that Katt Williams said his name in the interview, but I didn't hear that. And I was listening to the interview, so maybe I just wasn't listening for Aries Spears' name. And if you don't know who Aries Spears is, he was the future GOAT of comedy, believe it or not. I was a big fan of his. And when I say was, for some reason, he just fell off. He just got real fat and ugly for some reason. And started doing the same comedy. He didn't evolve, okay, like he should have. So he came in with that thunder and just kept and then it was just rolling thunder. Now it's just you remember that bad storm, you know. So Aries Spears was one of the GOATs, or perceived to be one of the GOATs at one time. Now he isn't. And my take off of Aries Spears is he's a hater. Okay, now. So had to do an interview to this. I didn't hear Katt Williams say his name, but he said he did. So let's go ahead, get to it. Let's go.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. You know, a lot of people have been asking me on the Instagram about my thoughts on the Katt Williams situation, and he did mention me, which was a head scratcher because I don't know what I did to him.
I paused it on there, but he said he did mention me. Let me go back and say, I was gonna make a joke already.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. You know, a lot of people have been asking me on the Instagram about my thoughts on the Katt Williams situation, and he did mention me, which was a head scratcher because I don't know what I did to him.
I don't remember him mentioning you, sir. Maybe they did. I bet you nobody actually asking what you think about the Katt Williams situation. But if he did put your name in it, probably so. So let's go.
And, you know, I was going to save this for my podcast, but I might as well kind of get into it now. And basically, I'm going to repeat the same thing on my podcast. And, you know, again, people ask me what I thought about it. And I'm going to say this, you know, I think it's sad. It saddens me to know that my people, the people I love, Black people, as well as everybody else, but my people come first, Black people, we love drama. We love drama. We stew in it. We love it so much that we allow it to be detrimental to the progress of us and a culture. We absolutely love it. Because I'm asking myself, why did he do something that was both unnecessary and absolutely pointless?
Hold up. I don't know what that little bleep was for. Maybe it's the channel that I got this off of, but unnecessary. He was coming to address situations that was said about him. It was definitely necessary.
And in reading the comments, you know, it's I can tell we love drama by the shit we say, you know. Protect Katt at all costs. We gotta protect Katt. He the GOAT. He the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. Well, one of them. He's a GOAT. Know that. My top 3 Corey Holcomb, Bill Burr, Katt Williams. That's my top 3. I give my top 5. My next 2 later on. How about that?
I want to address both those things. All right. Number one, the GOAT thing is a useless title. Every comedian, every entertainer, every performer is the GOAT to their fan base. Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer are the GOATs to their fan base. Wanda
He not making no sense. Okay. So, all because I'm a fan of you, Aries Spears, at one point, did I think you was the GOAT? No. Okay. I'm a fan of Cedric's, even though it do sound like he stole some jokes. But I remember him from Comic View. So he did host the shit out that show. And even though I was a big fan of his, I didn't think he was the GOAT. Okay. I don't think DL Hughley is he's a GOAT. Okay, he's in the top 10. I say if you're in the top 10 or something, you're a GOAT. Okay. Because you can be anybody could interchange that top 10. I think DL Hughley would be number 10 on my list. So there is such thing as GOATs. I know Aries Spears is a big Lakers fan. And so you can have the GOAT. I know he think Kobe the GOAT. I can't remember. But he definitely said somebody was the GOAT. So, but since you not the GOAT of comedy, there's not no GOAT, in comedy. Okay.
Sykes, everybody he called out, Ricky Smiley, Kevin Hart, Chris Tucker, they're all GOATs to their fan base. I get called a GOAT and a legend all the time. If you think
no one's called you the GOAT. No one that's really honest with you has called you the GOAT. Now, are you a legend? Yes, you are. I remember him off of Mad TV. And I'm going to say that's the only thing I know him off of for real. It's Mad TV. But he was on there from the beginning to close to the end. So, and that's major because Mad TV was just as popular as Saturday Night Live. But I'm going to say one thing about Mad TV that he wasn't the best on Mad TV either, because I feel like as an actor or a comedian, you are known off of your jokes and your characters, but mostly your characters because you got to play different parts a lot of times. So even Richard Pryor, he was in movies. He had to play different parts. Eddie Murphy, got to play different parts. You got to be able to do characters. And I can't tell you one of his characters. He was really good at impersonation. And so his impersonations are outdated now. He do a good Jay-Z. Nobody talk about Jay-Z. I think he do a good Denzel. Everybody got a Denzel, so he a little outdated. You're not the GOAT. You're a legend. And so you remember Mrs. Swan. You remember Stewart, the UBS man. Those are characters that you will remember. I can't remember any of Aries Spears characters off of Mad TV. If you know it off the top of your head, leave a comment in the comment box. But if you had to go look for it, let me know if you had to go look for it. If you didn't know it off the top of your head, that means something. And I can't tell you one of his jokes. Okay? I can tell you a Miss Swan joke. I can tell you a Stewart joke, a UBS joke. You can't think of none for him. So he ain't the GOAT. Definitely a legend.
To my own horn, look at my comedy clips. Go through the comments. Aries, you a GOAT. You a legend. While that's flattering, it's a useless title. There can only be one GOAT, and his name was Richard fucking Pryor. So it ain't no GOAT, but it's the GOAT is who you call it a GOAT, but it's a useless title. And it ain't Richard Pryor. Okay, Richard Pryor was definitely. I give Richard Pryor
Number 6 on my list. I know, right? I mean, he was definitely a funny person, but he's number 6 on my list.
Yeah, I remember one of my favorite things to watch was the 30 for 30 with Shaq on ESPN when he was playing for the Orlando Magic. And in his younger days, he goes, when people would ask me whose team is it, when you're in your 20s, you care about shit like that. I had to let people know it was my team. But as I got older, I realized that's a useless title because the ultimate goal was to win a championship. So as far as y'all saying who the GOAT is, Katt is your GOAT. I understand that. But that's a useless title. Then you say things like, we got to protect Katt at all costs. Protect him at all costs.
Hater.
Did he cure cancer? Did he cure AIDS? Did he end?
Look, that was a feminine ass deflection right there. He the GOAT in comedy. He's not in medical fields. I'm pretty sure there's a GOAT in there too. Like the one doctor who saved the most people. That's the GOAT. Okay, who can do every procedure just and get them mostly right. That's the GOAT. Did he cure cancer? No, he ain't not here to cure cancer. Does he pack stadiums? Do he put people in the seats? More than you? More than most people? I mean, I guess comedy specials that are being aired actually, man, I mean, shoot, he got 12 of them. Working on another one now. That's crazy. Okay? Somebody got to be the GOAT.
And racism? Did he figure out black poverty? Turn the fucking volume down. Protect Katt at all costs. Knock it off. Keep it in perspective. This is a news cycle. That's all this is. It's a new.
If we don't protect Katt, then we left with comedians like you. Okay? Haters. Like, and he can't play no characters with this voice of his. It sounds like he's been smoking too many cigarettes. Aries, I'm sorry, like you supposed to been in shape. Eddie Murphy stayed in shape. Will Smith, I guess he ain't a comedian per se, but he stayed in shape. Martin didn't stay in shape. My number 4 comedian is Dave Chappelle. My number 5 would be Bernie Mac. Okay. I said number 6 is Richard Pryor.
News cycle. This ain't curing cancer. This ain't nothing to protect nobody about. Oh, he shook up Hollywood. He exposed Hollywood. Ooh, he told the truth. Again, to me, this is pointless. What did he do? What did he change? He didn't change anything. Steve Harvey is still going to be Steve Harvey. The success, the fame, the money, the momentum, the adulation, the respect.
Yes, maybe. Okay, but now we know he stole jokes at one point in his career. He should just come and say, man, my bad. Shit. You can say whatever about stealing a joke. Hey, I thought I made that one up myself. I don't remember him saying that joke. Or I was in a moment where I needed a fire joke. Yours the only one I thought of. So yeah, he's still gonna be Steve Harvey. He's still going. Shit. Even though a lot of this interview was played a whole bunch of times, that don't mean everybody saw it. Definitely his fan base. They probably not listening to Katt Williams or Shannon Sharp.
The adoration from the fans is still going to all be there. Same thing with Cedric. Same thing with Chris Tucker.
It wasn't about that. It was about setting the record straight. Simple as that. I didn't feel no venom off of that interview. All I felt was him setting the record straight.
Same thing with Ludacris. Same thing with Wanda Sykes. Same thing with me. Same thing with
Ludacris dropped the rap verse that was the weakest verse I ever heard. Like Ludacris is another Aries Spears. He never evolved in rap. Like he killed it for like 4 or 5 years, and shit, never. He got outdated. That style was outdated. He gave you an old style. He didn't deny anything Katt Williams said. What's crazy is that you want to rap beef with a comedian. You should have just. I mean, you are an actor. You could have just hit him with some comedic lines or something like that. Yeah, I didn't like that rap. It was extra weak, extremely weak. You could have came way harder and like way harder. You didn't even put a cuss word in it. You know what I mean? Come on now, be mad.
Ricky Smiley, everybody that he named will still go on. Nothing has changed. All right, this wasn't life or world changing. It's a news cycle. And it's funny because this is why I say social media is both a blessing and a curse and dangerous. This phone, this device gives everybody a platform. Everybody gets to be heard, which is power. And everybody don't deserve power. I'm reading some of the...
So the audience gets to be heard now. The people who matters when it comes to entertainment, their voice gets to be heard now. That's what the phone did. What he basically saying is, if you're not a comedian, don't be speaking on it. Shut up.
Comments about Kevin, and I'm reading stupid shit like, oh man, Kevin's fan base is turning on him now. Katt done made it so his fan base is turning on him now. Katt ain't...
I mean, I don't know if his fan base is turning on him, but you will look at your favorite comedian that still jokes or didn't work as hard as they said a little differently. Definitely if they don't come out and refute what you're saying. He didn't say anything against what he was talking about. He made a tweet. Then he made like a weak ass little roast session about him. Like, Katt just showing y'all he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. One of the GOATs. Corey Holcomb, Corey Holcomb, Bill Burr, Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor. That's 6. Number 7, I would have to give to my man's Fuzzy. You know what I mean? The big Mexican. You know what I mean? I forgot his name. Big Mexican.
Kevin ain't never been funny. He ain't funnier than Katt. Well, first of all of that is subjective. Secondly, the people are saying that Kevin ain't funny or he ain't funnier than Katt. We're never Kevin Hart fans to begin with. Don't get it twisted. Kevin Hart is a global phenomenon. He's globally famous. He can go anywhere in the world and sell out a whole arena or stadium by himself. The box office movie receipts don't lie. The tickets, the receipts at the ticket gate that you go through when you go to the arena sold out, don't lie. So for all these people that think that Katt has turned the world on its axis about Kevin, knock it off. Turn the volume down. Kevin is just fine. And again, those people saying that negative shit about Kevin were never fans to begin with. But you let people tell it, average Joes who now have power because of the phone and the platform. Oh, we must, Katt exposed the Illuminati. We must stop giving our money to these devil worshipers. We must take our power back. What power?
Y'all forget he was in a dress too. Okay, he wore one of them dresses too. So Katt bringing up the dress situation, he not real happy about that. Know that.
Power. You're not that serious. You're not that important. Stay in your lane. And last but not least, here's this. While we're all focusing so hardly on what Katt did, which again, I think was unnecessary and pointless. There's a young, beautiful black actress.
Unnecessary and pointless. It wasn't, I told you how it was unnecessary because he was addressing people that said stuff about him. Said he was a drug addict. And he right. Has anybody came forth and said, I done drugs with Katt Williams? Nobody ever has. Okay? And it wasn't pointless because he was pointing out, hey, these your favorite comedians have stolen his jokes, and then try to play him at the same time. They wanted him to be on the Kings of Comedy tour after Bernie died, supposedly, allegedly. That means something.
Who we all know and love, who recently has been all over social media, literally in tears, because she's not getting the money that her white female counterparts get. Taraji B. Henson. So while we're all focusing on the Katt Williams,
I was just talking about Taraji. Now, he want to say, hey, why are we talking about this when we can talk about that? Because we talking about this, bro. We can talk about that later. Okay, but Taraji, if you want to talk about that, Aries, I feel like she gets paid exactly what she is supposed to get paid. Now, she starred in one or two movies where she got big paychecks, like $10 million paychecks for, I can't remember the movie names, but she she makes money when she stars, but you can't expect to make money. And Taraji is one of the best. No, she is the best actress in her lane. If you're looking for a black woman, a strong black woman, with that can act, that can give you a lot of emotion, a lot of different emotions, also play a select amount of characters that are usually in movies, but not too important. You know what I mean? There ain't too many black mamas or prostitutes or ratchet girlfriends. They don't really need those in movies. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say she did a great job because she got a lot of range. She did Smoking Aces. She was a like a little Butch Dyke in Smoking Aces. She played a like a prostitute, but like the main chick, you know, in Hustle and Flow. Her portrayal of Jodie's girlfriend was terrific for the culture, you know. But you got to look at a lot of her movies were independently filmed, you know, so you ain't gonna get too much money off of those. And the ones that wasn't, she got paid off of. And when we don't really need you, when you're the best, like you're the best. But I feel like if you want to demand more money, Taraji, you have to offer a little more. Because Viola Davis, like she basically plays a superhero in what's that with all the bad guys? Well, she's on Marvel. She's basically a superhero. She's not, but she basically is. And she played in Woman King. Okay, so like she can play, and then she can play your old grandma. She can play Michelle Obama if you gave her the part. You know, she got a lot of range. Not only can she act her ass off, she can do athletic parts also. You know, if anybody should have been in Woman King, it should have been Taraji also, right? You a vet. You know what I mean? So Taraji, you the best of your lane. But there's also better women, you know, shoot, that they could have got. But Halle Berry, she's number one. She's over Viola Davis because subjectively she's a little bit more attractive. You know, she's been nominated most beautiful person in the world at one point. Viola Davis haven't, so let's just give the edge to that accolade. You know what I mean? So, but Halle Berry, you can't see Taraji being an MMA fighter or being in John Wick. I mean, she haven't showed those characteristics. Excuse my language. I got a Springfield mouth. Characteristics in a movie, not yet. So She get paid what she's supposed to get paid, I feel. If you want to get paid more, Taraji, own something. Start your own production company where you make your own movies and you write your own checks. You know what I mean? When you're working for somebody, it doesn't matter if you're in the movie industry or not. You're still working for somebody, and what they offer you is what they offer you. If you don't want to take it, don't take it, because we can go get Alicia Keys. That's where that's the next step down. I mean, it might be a couple more people in between her, that girl that played off of, the scary movies, franchise, the black girl, the real silly one. She's a good actor, but shit, you can't see her in a Woman King. She don't got as much range as Taraji, you know what I mean? But hey, she'll do a good job. Okay, shit. So
hype, drama, news cycle, there's that. So my point is this. Instead of Katt using his platform and his mouthpiece and his power and his influence for drama and a news cycle that's going to be gone when the next hot news cycle comes along, why don't we use our powers and our platform to figure out how we as a community in Black Hollywood can come together and amass our own wealth, build our own empire, be like Jeffrey Katzenberg, Michael I.
That starts with you then. If you're talking about it, you set it up then. I'm not sure what this was talking about Taraji. She talking about how much money she ain't getting paid. Katt talking about how much money, what's been stolen from him. She talking about the money she worked for, and now she don't like it. She thinks she worth more. Everybody think they worth more. You never get what you think you deserve. You never get what you think you worth. As a matter of fact, no. You probably get what you deserve, but you never get what you think you worth. Okay, so rarely.
Eisenberg and Steven Spielberg. I know I'm fucking one of their names up, but form our own DreamWorks. Tyler Perry is cool, but that's all we got. Why don't we figure out how to make it so that we don't have to come to them hat in hand and wait for them to feed us? And then once we make the money that we need to make building our own empire, funnel that money back into our communities and our ghettos and our neighborhoods and our streets so that we could build back up before the Tulsa, Oklahoma City massacre and have our own shit and be well-to-do. Wouldn't that be a better use of one's power and one's influence and one's mouthpiece?
Where's your power? It seems like Katt Williams do a lot for people already. They say he's real generous. He gives comedians money who didn't do a show for him. He just thought that it was funny and they should get paid because he knew they wasn't getting paid correctly. He adopted kids. Where's your contribution? I need to know. I might have to look in on Aries Spears, see what he been up to lately.
Then to create a news cycle, because all Katt did was do what we as kids would do on the playground in elementary school or middle school. It was like a rap battle or a roast session. Katt said what he said, and my people, Black people who I love, who love drama, got a chance to go, oh, did you hear what he said? Oh.
But it wasn't clever wordplay like in a rap battle. He told the truth, so that would shock some people.
Shook up the game. He exposed Hollywood to Illuminati. Oh, that's all he did. And Black people, y'all live for that. Y'all live for that drama.
The thing is, he put on the dress too late. See, he put on the dress too late. He wanted to put the dress on. I mean, you was already going down, and you said, you know what, I put the dress on, put it on. Didn't work out for you. Look at you. Fat and ugly.
We focused on that when we should be focused on how do we form like the Avengers and really take this motherfucker over. Because we know what we do when we come together and we get our heads right. Let that be the focus and not a temporary news cycle. And you know, I want to add this little tidbit.
Hold on before your tidbit. When a nigga is, I don't remember him saying anything about Aries Spears. But when a nigga like to say, why don't we all just come together? That's when you got it. That's when you were saying something serious. when you can't refute, he said nothing about the claims that Katt Williams said. He said nothing about the actual proof out there that they use his jokes. You know what I mean? So somebody need to go and look back on Aries Spears and see if he stolen some jokes.
Because I know there will be people that will say in the comments, well, what about you, Aries? You've been on social media and have blasted people and have said things before. And it's like, you know what? I have. And there are some things that I've said that I obviously regret. And then there are other things that I've said that I may not necessarily regret. But at the end of the day,
when I do it, it's okay. But when Katt Williams do it and tell the truth, I guess it ain't okay.
I got to grow up. It's about growth. I'm tired of being a 48-year-old, 15-year-old. I got to grow up. And the last thing is this. I know there are people, and this is what I mean when I say we love drama. There will be people in the comments that'll say shit like, man, y'all don't want that smoke. All of the comedians he talked about are all running like roaches with the lights on. They don't want that smoke. First of all, listen, man, we're all professional comedians, which is to say we're all professional shit talkers. We all come from the same streets, whether it's the streets of Detroit.
That's wrong. You professional street shit talker, but are you good at it? That's the question. Okay. You don't want the smoke. We would have saw some smoke. Where your jokes at? Why ain't you lighting up Katt with some truth or anything? Where are your Katt Williams stories? He probably don't even fuck with you. I'm just mad at Aries because, like I said, he was supposed to be the GOAT. He was really talented at one point. And this is who he is now. So, I mean, he's supposed to be in the next Martin Lawrence. For real. Eddie Murphy type shit.
Streets of Chicago, LA, DC, Philly, New York, Atlanta, Birmingham. We all come from the same streets called struggle, poverty, humble beginnings. And in order for you to overcome that, you got to be fearless in your heart. Ain't nobody scared of Katie Williams. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody worried about smoke. I'm just saying, let's use our powers for the greater good. I'm here for the smoke. DM me for the link to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. Also, go to our YouTube channel on YouTube under Spearsburg.
So now you want to promote.
Pod. Hit like and subscribe. There it is, man. It's your boy, Aries Spears, man. We're going to be talking about this on the podcast.
All right, Aries. Ooh. You got on here and said absolutely nothing that was important. Okay. Didn't refute nothing. I'm going to have to go back and look at that interview to see if Katt Williams even said his name. I'm not sure. But he made some good content. All right. But, okay. I'm back on the Reacts. Appreciate you tuning in. This is previously recorded. Okay. Even though I do it in real time. When I want to do it live, I'm not available. Okay. So, until next time, check out my YouTube page, Gangster Nerd, or you can catch this at A Real Ninja Reacts on YouTube, or you can check me out on Facebook, Press A Dent, or you can check out A Real Ninjas Network on Facebook. And have a great day. Holla back. Yeah, all I know is double time and do it big, yeah. Out here on my hustle slime, I'm out my grid, yeah. Struggle ain't a trait of mine, I'm on my bed, yeah. And I won't fold, that isn't me. I live by the code of the V. I will not go in defeat, and I will live on in these streets. Just to be in first place, even on my worst day. Rocking like an earthquake, stepping through my birthplace. Every night I work late, even on my birthday. Trapping till my back ache. All I want is cake. If you got a problem, nigga, it's on me. If you got a bottle, bitch, it's on me. If you got a bottom, bitch, she's on me. Ain't that about a bitch? I'm hungry for the dough. Give me the dough. I want the dough. in first place, even on my worst day. Rocking like an earthquake, stomping through my birthplace. Every night I work late, even on my birthday. Trapping till my back ache, all I want is cake. If you got a problem, nigga, it's on me. If you got a bottle, bitch, it's on me. If you got a bottom, bitch, she's on me. Ain't that fucking bout a bitch, I'm an OG. So go gadget, I got a ratchet, size of Frodo Baggins. I ain't bragging, I just blast it. I see trash and I'm a bag it. Now you maggot fool, what that maggot do to you? Believe you wanna know? It's Princess Who, leave a gangster dipped in black and blue. Recruit this bitch and watch it crack the crew. I keep a list who I owe action to. I'm with this shit, I'm about to take a pool. Empty the clip about the Malibu. For the gold, I want the gold. Give me the gold. The gold. This will be in first place.